Hello everyone. In this video we will be going through very basic examples of glide records which are especially designed for beginners who are new to scripting and want to learn glide record in a better way and want to build confidence. I was asked by many people on community as well as on my YouTube channel that they want to practice more and more glide record with basic examples because everywhere they see there are very advanced examples. So if somebody is getting started with scripting and they are getting started with glide record, this is the video they should watch till the end. And in the end, I have a surprise for you as well, so stick around till the end of the video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hardit Singh, and if you are liking my content, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't gone through the basics of glide record, I highly recommend you to go through basics of glide record and only then come to this video. I have already covered glide records basics in the video which is on the top right corner and in the description as well. Let's go to our first example. The first example is display all the incidents in the incident table. We will be using background scripts for that. Let's go to ServiceNow and see that. I'm in my ServiceNow instance and I will navigate to background scripts now. For that, I will type scripts here, space, hyphen and background. And you can click on scripts background and this will open something similar like this. I will just unpin this menu to make more space and I will zoom in a bit. Now if we want to display all the incidents, we will use a very simple glide record and we will start with where gr equals to new glide record and I will give the table name here. So what I have done in this first line is I declared an object of glide record class called gr. Now I have to use this object to fetch all the incidents. So I will use gr.query which will query this table and then we have to retrieve those records which have been fetched in gr.query. For that we will use a while loop and here I will use gr.next. So gr.next will navigate to all the records which have been fetched using the query one by one. And in the next line I will type gs.addInfo message to display few columns of all the incidents and as well as any message if I want to. So we will be displaying all these fields here called incident number, active, state, priority, short description and open. Let's go back. So I will type here gr.number to get the incident number of the incident. Then I will put some spaces, maybe 2 spaces. The next column was active, so gr.active. So I'm typing the backend name of these columns. If you want to find the backend name of these columns, just go to all, type incident.list, go to any random record and just right click on the column for which you want to find the backend name. For example, on number, this is the backend name of this column, number. For state, it would be state. And for example, for assignment group, if I right click on this, it's assignment underscore group. Let's go back here. The next column which I have to find out is state. So the backend value of state is state. I'll add more spaces. Then we had to search for priority. This is the backend name of the priority column. Couple of more spaces. Then short description. So the backend name of short description is short underscore description. More spaces. And then finally the open date. So gr dot opened at. So the backend name of the column opened is opened at. And in the end, I will just add a character called /n to move the cursor to the next line so that all the incident numbers are printed in a separate line. And I will just close this with a semicolon, and I will scroll down and I will run script. And you would see here we have printed the incident number. Is it active, false or true? Then we have printed the state. Then we have printed the priority of this incident. This is the short description and this is the open date. Now I will go back, and in the second example we will be displaying all the active incidents only. For that we will use gr.addActiveQuery. So this is a function again provided by GlideRecord class to put a query that it should fetch only the active incidents. I will click on run script, and you would see now only the records which have true will be displayed. So we are displaying the active column and only the ones which are marked as active are showing up here. The next example is display all active incidents and priority one incident. So we have to apply two conditions now. Let's go back to our background script. So I will now use some other method to fetch all the active incidents. gr.addQuery, and then I will give the backend name of active field. So that's active. Then I have to compare it with what value. So true. Now it will display me again the same thing where all the incidents are active. True, it will display me those, and I have to put another query gr.addQuery to display priority one incidents. I will just say here priority and then compare it with 1. I will put a semicolon here, scroll down and run script. And now you would see it is displaying me all the priority 1 incidents. So this is the priority column. To make it simple, I can change the display value which is being displayed here. I will go back, and in the state I will add get display value. Now it will show me what we see on the screen, the display value. And same goes for priority. Let me run this again. And now you would see it is showing you the state as new, in progress, on hold, and the priority as 1 critical. And we can see only 1 critical incidents because we have a condition to show only the incidents which have priority as 1. Now we move to the fourth example, and we have to display all the active incidents and the incidents which have either priority 1 or 2. So if you see, there is a condition of or. So we have to display active incidents only, but the priority could be 1 or 2. Let's see how can we do that. Now here I would remove this semicolon and add an add or query. So add or condition. So this is how you implement the or condition. And here I would give something similar in the brackets. So priority is 2. Now it should display me all the active incidents and whose priority is either 1 or 2. I will go ahead and run this script, and you would see we are able to see 1 critical here and as well as 2 high. Now we are looking at all the incidents which are active and have the priority as 1 or 2. You can see that here, 2 and 1. Let's move to the next example. In this example, we will be displaying all the active incidents which have priority either 1 or 2, but we want to order these by priority. So let's go ahead and do that. I will add another line here, gr dot order by. So this is a function provided by ServiceNow to order your columns in a certain way. If I have to do it through priority, I will give the priority backend column name here. I will put a semicolon and I will run this. And now you see all the critical incidents which are of priority 1 have been printed together. If I scroll down, now you would see here all the 2 high priority incidents have been sorted again. And this is how you can order your incidents with respect to some columns. In the next example, we want to display all the active incidents which have either priority 1 or 2. So these conditions would remain same, and the final condition is we should order them by open date in descending order. In the previous example it was ascending order. Now we have to do it in descending order. Let's click on back, and here I will remove order by, or I will comment this statement, and I will add gr dot order by descending. So this is also a function provided by ServiceNow to sort a column by descending order. I will give the backend name of the column as opened at and put a semicolon again. I will run this script, and now you would see all the latest incidents which are active and have priority 1 or 2 will be sorted in descending order according to the open date. So you would see the latest one would come up first, and the ones which were created before these incidents will come at the bottom. So you can see it was raised on 5th of November 2024 at 1:11, and this one was raised at 1:07. If we move down a bit, so you can see this was raised on 28th of October 2024, and if I scroll down at the bottom, you would see this incident was raised in 2015. And this is how we have sorted the list by descending order. Let's go to the next example, number 7. We have to display all the incidents which have priority 1 or 2, which are ordered by open date in descending order. So we have done all these 3 conditions already. The last condition is we want to display only 5 records. Now how to put that limit? We will go back to ServiceNow, and here I would add another line of code, gr.setLimit, and here I would put 5. This means it will return me only 5 records. You can put anything here, maybe 1, maybe 10, maybe 20. It's up to you how many records you need. I will go and click on run script, and you would see it has returned me only 5 incidents. Usually set limit will select the records randomly. Since we had ordered this list by open at in descending order, it will bring me the first 5 records, or you can say it would bring me all the 5 incidents which were raised recently. Next is get a single incident record using sysID and display the details of this incident. Now we have to fetch an incident record using its sysID. If you don't know what are sysids, in plain layman language, it is a 32 character ID which is created or generated by ServiceNow, which is unique globally, and it will identify your record uniquely. So using this sysID, we have to display the details of that incident. So we will be displaying the similar details. I will click on back, and I will remove everything from line number 8 till line number 2. And I will just add one line here, gr.get, and I have to give the sys ID of an incident. I will go to one incident randomly. So this is the incident, and I will copy the sys ID here by just right clicking on top and click on copy sys ID. I'll just click here and the sys ID is copied into the clipboard. I will go back here and I will add the sys ID in the single quotes, and I will scroll down and click on run script, and you would see it has fetched me all the details like the incident number, is it active, on hold, is the state, the priority, short description, and opened at. And this is what this incident details are. So you see how easy it is to get a detail of a single incident if you know its sys ID by using only one line of code. You are not using gr.query, you are not using gr.add query, you are not using gr.next. So it is saving you like 3 or 4 lines of code every time. But this can be used only in specific use cases where you know the sys ID of that incident and you have to fetch only one record. Let's move to the next example. So insert a new record in incident table with following details. Caller should be able tutor and the short description should be this is my personal incident. Now we will be inserting a new record or creating a new record in the incident table. Let's go to ServiceNow. Now to create a new record, I will just remove this line of code and I will add gr.initialize. So this initialize method is declaring ServiceNow that we are going to create a new record. Please create a blank empty record in ServiceNow's incident table. After this, I will add gr.short description equals to this is my personal incident. So I have added the short description as this is my personal incident. Now I want to add the caller ID. So gr.caller ID is the backend name of this column. So if I right click here, you can see the backend name as caller ID. And then I want to set the caller ID as able tutor. Now if you notice here, this caller ID is actually a reference field. So we would need the sys ID of able tutor and not the name, because everything is uniquely defined through sys ID. For that, what I will do is I will go to all, I will type the backend name of the user table, which is sys underscore user, and then dot list. This will give me the list of all the users, and you can see on the top able tutor. I will right click anywhere on this record to fetch the sys ID of able tutors record. So I will right click on this, copy sys ID. I will go back to my script. I will paste the sys ID here. I will put a semicolon and then I will insert the record in the database. And now I will click on run script. And now you see it has inserted a new record in the incident table. You would see the details here because we had printed that. The incident number is this. The state is new. The priority is 1 critical. This is my personal incident and it has given me the open date, which is 9th of November at 1:50 a.m. Also, you can go ahead and see this incident in the incidents list. I will click here and go to this list and you can see this incident has been created. This is my personal incident and it's ending with 25. This is the same incident which we just created. Let's go to the next example. In this example, we will be updating the same incident which we just created, and we will be changing the short description of this incident to "this is my personal incident and I will delete it soon." So we will have to change the short description of this incident. We will change the category to software, and we will change the assignment group to hardware. Let's go to ServiceNow. I will click on back, and now I will remove all these lines. So let's remove all these things, and I will use gr.get because we have to get a single record. I will go into the incidents again, right click here and get the sys ID of this incident. I will just paste the sys ID here, and now I have to set the short description. So I will say gr.short description equals to "this is my personal incident and I will delete it soon." After this, we have to set the value of category as software. The backend name of category is category, and I have to give the value as software. For that, I will have to find the backend value of the software. If I click on incidents, I go back to my incident record. Right now you can see the category is inquiry help. I will right click here. I will go to configure dictionary to find the backend value of the software. I will scroll down. In choices, I would see software, and the backend value is software and all small characters. I will go to my script and I will set the value as software. And finally, we have to set the assignment group as hardware. I will type gr.assignment equals to hardware. But if we go back to the incident table, we would see that this assignment group is again a reference field. So we will need the sys ID of hardware group. So I have to go to the groups table. I will type all sys underscore user underscore group. So this is the backend name of the assignment group table. I will pull out the list. I will search for hardware. I will right click here, get the sys ID, and here I will paste the assignment group's sys ID. I will put a semicolon, and finally one last statement gr.update. It signifies that whatever changes I am making in line number 3 to 5, please go ahead and update those in this incident. I will run this script, and you would see the short description has been updated here. And if we go back to the incident, you would see category is software now, the assignment group is hardware, and the short description is "this is my personal incident and I will delete it soon." So all the three things have been updated. This is how you update an existing record in ServiceNow. And since you have been stuck to this video till this point, I have two bonuses for you. So two more examples of GlideRecord. Let's see them. We will delete the created incident. Now we have to delete this record which we just created. For that, I will go back to this background script. I will keep the statement gr.get, and I will remove everything else, and I will remove gr.update as well, and I would say gr.delete record. So this function is used to delete the record which you have selected here. I will just comment this statement because after deleting the record, these things wouldn't exist. Let's go ahead and run this script. I will click on run script and you can see the record has been deleted. If I go back here and maybe refresh this form, reload, and you would see that this record is not found. So that means the record has been successfully deleted. This is how you delete a record in ServiceNow. Next is display the list of incidents with the following criteria. Category is inquiry help, assignment group is hardware, priority is 1. So you would say what is different this time. In this scenario, we will be using encoded query. This is mostly used by all the developers because if there are so many conditions, we have to find an easy way and we can't go in and just add gr.add query again and again. So we have to find a better way and which should be easy and accurate. Let's go to ServiceNow and put all these criterias in the list view. I will click on all. I will open the list of incidents and I will put a criteria. So the first criteria is category is inquiry. Category is inquiry help and assignment group is hardware. So I will choose assignment group is hardware and the final condition is priority is 1. So I will put here priority is 1 critical. I will run this script and you would see there are only 2 incidents which match this criteria. And to fetch these 2 records very simply in ServiceNow, we will use encoded query. I will go to my script, go back here. I will just remove everything from here and I will add gr.add encoded query. And I have to give the query here which is encoded. And how to get that? I will go to list of incidents. I will right click at the last condition and you would see some options here. I will use copy query. When I copy this query, it will actually copy the encoded query of this condition in this breadcrumb and I will paste it in the encoded query section. And after this, when we have applied the encoded query, I will add gr.query to run this query. Now to read the records, we will be using gr.next. So let's uncomment this line and I will add here while gr.next and it should print me both of the records which were coming up in this list, the one ending with 8 and 33. So I will go ahead and run this script and you see we are getting both the incidents, the 33 and the one which is ending with 8. So these are very few basic examples of GlideRecord, and after doing all these examples by yourself, you should have a great grip on GlideRecords and you should not have any doubts in GlideRecord and you would have covered most of the things which are used in real life in GlideRecord. I hope this video was very helpful to you and you learned something new. Please refer this video to the beginners who are learning scripting in ServiceNow. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know in comments if you have any feedback and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash the like button.